This is a 2006 video of Dr. James Choi and his visit to Kenya, Africa. And he is at a little village, and he's getting ready to give treatment to the people. As you see, the conditions are very poor, and the people are waiting outside, and things are really pretty and green, but the conditions are poor, and the living conditions are not necessarily, they're very clean in some ways, but they're very poor. They have little time. This is one of their little houses that they live in, and they're having bread and tea for breakfast that they're giving everyone. That's what they eat, because that's kind of they don't have a lot of money, so if they have more money, they have eggs, but right now they're having bread and tea, and that's what they normally eat for breakfast. And these are the children waiting outside while the rest of the people are getting ready to go into the little church or building where they're going to get treatment, and many of them are going to get treated to get their hearing back. Many of them have hearing problems, and they are deaf or partially deaf. So as you see, again, they're all going inside this building so that they can get treated, and they're going to start in a minute. And there's Dr. James, and he's standing there in the front with a hat, and there's so many people crowded in there, they actually have to ask him to go all the way to the back, and it's packed. And then he can only treat so many people, and so they're going to have the people wait that are waiting to get treated, and the other people will be treated. And many of those people, they've never been there to this place, but they heard that someone was going to come and give them some type of medical help, medical treatment for free, so they came. And again, this is a very remote village in Kenya, Africa, and they don't have access to medical treatment. They don't have access to electricity. Most of the places don't have running water, and so the conditions are a bit primitive, although they're clean. It's just they don't have all the luxuries that we take for granted here in the Western world. And even if you look at the building they're in, it's not even a finished building. They're raising their hands, saying that they've never been there before. This person there, this child is getting treated for, oops, he accidentally walked in front of the camera, is getting treated for hearing loss. You see, he's got needles around his ears, and he's getting treated. And there's some more people here getting treated, and he's clapping his hands to see if they can hear anything after he's treated them. And there's some more people getting treated. They're kind of all lined up and just sitting down, and he has some helpers there, different people helping him with gloves and needles and alcohol. All the needles, of course, are disposable. He only uses them one time, and disposes of them in a sharps container. So again, he's treating these people. They're very excited, and his main helpers are some missionaries that are with him. But this is not a normal thing. Being treated for deafness and getting your hearing back is truly a miracle of God. These people here are waiting to get treated, and there's more people here. They're all sitting around waiting to get treated. And he puts the needles in, and then 30 minutes later he takes them out. So, and this in these villages, many people have hearing problems for whatever reason. Usually it's from ear infection. Sometimes they're born that way, but many times the people have an ear infection after they're born, as children or even as adults, and they can lose their hearing. So that is what's happening, and it can be reversed, although Dr. James is the only one that we know of that does this treatment, and he does this at no cost. It's all free, and he's just doing this as a way to show them that God loves them and God cares for them. So that man is telling him he did get some hearing back. And many of them know sign language, so they're doing sign language also. So there are other people that know how to treat people with acupuncture, but Dr. James is the only one that has developed this technique to treat the deaf. So he's doing that now, and he has his helpers, and this man is going around testing his hearing on both sides. Okay. He said he's doing better. So again, this is actually a clean place. It's very clean, although a little bit primitive. This place is actually not so bad. This is pretty nice, and he's treating these people. This lady has an apron on, so she's been working, and she's now getting her treatment. Actually, Dr. James was eating in a restaurant one day on his way, getting ready to leave. They were treating him to lunch at a restaurant here in Kenya, Africa. He had just treated many people for deafness, and they got their hearing back, and he went to a restaurant. They were giving him something to eat before he went on the plane to leave Kenya, and one of the people who was with him asked if there was anybody in the restaurant that needed to get their hearing, that they was deaf, and the lady who was the owner of the restaurant said all of her employees at the restaurant, she had all of her waiters and waitresses, I think there were 10, they all were deaf because she only hired deaf employees for her restaurant. So Dr. James treated all of them before he went to catch his plane, and they all got their hearing back. Again, sometimes it's partial, they get it back partially, and sometimes it's quite a bit more than partial. They get quite a bit of hearing back, and but that alone is a miracle. And the more treatments they get, the more their hearing can come back. So he's treating this one person here, and they need to leave the needles in for about 30 minutes usually, and then take them out. This should only be done by someone who knows what they're doing, like an acupuncturist. So this isn't something that people try on their own, and even an experienced acupuncturist, most of them probably do not do this because this is just a technique, or don't do this, I should say, that Dr. James has developed. So they're testing her hearing, and she's saying yes, she can hear it when he claps. And he's got his hands behind her, so she can't really see what he's doing. So that's good. So she really does get her hearing back, or did get her hearing back, I should say. Yes. And you can keep this, depending upon the health of the person. It's not a temporary thing. If they're in good health, they stay healthy, they can keep that hearing that they got from the treatment. they'll retain it, in other words. Okay, so now this man is talking to her in sign language, and he's also trying to get her to speak. And he's talking to her in Korean, and she's repeating the words in Korean, which is amazing because she doesn't know Korean. Okay, so anyway, some people are able to hear and articulate immediately, and some people can hear, but they are not able to speak right away. Okay, so they're all happy. Everyone is happy that they're getting their hearing and that they've received their hearing back. He is actually giving her a little treatment for her speech right now too. So, so that she can talk a little better. He is very happy, this man in front here. So. Well, we'd just like to encourage you, if you'd like to help with this work for the treatment of the deaf in various countries, that you could partner with Dr. James Choi. He actually pays for this pretty much mostly by himself. He funds these trips to Africa and all over the world, Cambodia, India, the Philippines. He pays for them himself. So if you'd like to partner with him and share in the blessings of helping the more unfortunate than you, in particular the people that are deaf in these poorer countries, you can contact him, Dr. James Choi, and partner with him, help support him in his efforts to give people God's love and make their life a little bit easier, and to just really help them. And so if you'd like to partner with him, please contact him. He lives, his office is in California, and if you'd like to contact him, we will put his contact information up on the screen here, and you can contact him and help him to be able to reach more people with God's love and help these people to have better lives, and help these people get their hearing back and be able to help their families and help others. So it's all about sharing God's love and doing what we can to be a blessing to others in this world. So if you would like to partner with him and share in the blessing of spreading God's love to the world, please contact Dr. James Choi, and his contact information will be here up on the screen. Thank you, and God bless you.